bad for Canadians. I don't know if they're capable of making proper rock and roll. They're too polite. And they say, eh, and they say, about. Well, there was a Canadian who made some serious waves. Serge Monast. Yeah, it's a weird name. His last name was spelled Monast. Now, Serge died in, I think it was 1996. He was only 51 years old of a heart attack. The day after he was arrested and thrown in jail, allegedly. Oh, nothing funny about that, right? Well, heart attack, age 51, thrown in jail. Well, he had published information and he had been talking, saying that there was a Project Bluebeam where NASA and whoever else, probably intel agencies, governments, whatever, were going to stage the second coming of Christ to trick everybody and bring them under their control. Interesting. If there was such an evil plot going on, and they wanted to, they being, NASA, governments, they wanted to take control of everybody. I don't know if you need to go to such an extent as projecting holograms and images and voice-to-skull type of super low-frequency technology to convince people that their God is talking to them. See, different religions have different gods, so supposedly, if you lived on whatever continent and your primary religion was, worshiping Justin Bieber or Katy Perry or Rihanna, then you would see Rihanna come down out of the clouds and tell you to do things. Yeah, that's supposed to be what was going to happen. It was all about Rihanna. It's weird how the music industry is so embedded with all this weird stuff, huh? Okay, here's a game for you. Every time I say weird or fiat, you have to do something. I'm not going to encourage you to drink adult beverages. That's your deal. If you want to do that, I understand. Yeah. It seems people are far more easily controlled. They're controlled by what's on the TV. If someone on TV tells them to do something, they're going to do it. Oh, man. Oh, they said to do. I'm going to do it. It's for your good and for everybody else's good. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to police others. I have been instilled with authority because the TV told me something. I must carry out my civic duty. The older I get, I think people are dumber and dumber. It's not that I think I'm intelligent, because I realize I'm 90% retard. It's important to know that about yourself. I blame TV. TV does this to people. It fries their little noggins. Before you know it, they're listening to pop. They're watching the Super Bowl. Oh, Rihanna this, Rihanna that, blah, 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 blah. Do you think NFL games are controlled? Do you think they're rigged? I heard a story of a guy, I don't know, he knew famous people or something. He was backstage at some sort of something, a concert or something. I'm sorry, I don't remember the details. This is like 8th hand you're getting this. It's reliable. Tune farts telling you. So it's good. But that he had said that the NFL was rigged and the Super Bowls were rigged. And it wasn't long after that, I think he died in a car accident or something weird. Boy, there's how to make something look obvious, right? How could they rig the Super Bowl? I mean, they're throwing a ball, catching a ball, running for touchdowns. I mean, if the ref makes a blatantly ridiculous call, you're going to know about it. Everyone's going to know it. Sometimes they do. I hear stories from people who care about grown men throwing balls back and forth. Some people are really into that. Making millions of dollars. Millions. I chose the wrong thing to get into. You know that. You did too. That's why you're watching this right now. You've made bad choices. Could have gotten all juiced up and tried out at the NFL Combine. Before you know it, you're there making a big old hefty salary. Having other grown, sweaty men put their big arms around you and try and throw you to the ground. Some people love that. It sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds weird to me. That's a strange thing to be into. Oh, right, we were talking about Project Bluebeam. What if that spy balloon was actually a satellite meant to participate in Project Bluebeam to some certain degree? Oh boy. Weird. One person commented on one of my videos. Was it you? Was it Frankenberry? Are you Frankenberry? Did I get the name right? I'm off the top of my head saying, hey, why do you talk about the big feet? They use the word big feet instead of Bigfoot. Why don't you talk about things like the Jersey Devil and other things? There are so many weird things we could talk about. You have to give it time. We're all here together. We've made bad choices and we're going to continue together, having fun, talking about good old-fashioned rock and roll. Don't worry. Whatever comes out of any and all government agencies is the truth, and you can bet on it. Just do whatever they tell you to do. You'll be fine. It's all going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Just do what they tell you. If in doubt, turn on the TV. They'll tell you what you're supposed to do. They're going to help you. They're going to help us all.